All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome. What's today? Today's Wednesday. My God, midweek. We only got, what, 2 more days to the end of the month? How's everybody doing this morning? Pretty excited morning. A lot of good stuff going on. Just want to see if everybody can hear loud and clear. There we go. Can everybody hear loud and clear? Just wanted to do a quick audio check. All right, good. All right, perfect. All right, so let's get started, everybody. Looks like we're going to have another exciting morning. Just want to fix something over here, just see what we got going on over here. All right, there we go. So we had a really couple of nice stocks moving. Guess what? All those Chinese stocks, the ones that got really beat up regarding about those university stocks, they're all moving. They're really picking up some really nice momentum. We're going to check them out. I think they kind of rock bottomed a little bit. So I don't know if something has changed, as in like what they said about the, you're becoming a non-for-profit or whatever. But I'm seeing a lot of certain action in certain stocks. We're going to check them out. First of all, TAL is probably the best performer out of all of them so far. So we're going to look them up and see how they're all working out. But there's a lot of algorithm going on right now with those stocks. So we got a bunch of them. We're going to tell you about that. But before we get started, I want to tell you a little about yesterday. We did an advanced class, and for all the gold and platinum students, and once again, if you're watching YouTube, Facebook Live, listen, you can't trade successful without having the right tool. So I want to bring this up, okay? We traded this stock yesterday, and by the way, if you're a gold and platinum student, you got to watch this class, okay? So you can see we traded this stock, and we were talking about it in the cyber group room, but in class we were covering it. There was a stock, MOXC. Okay. Now I can't even remember the last time I seen this, as a professional trader. And believe me, I am a trader's junkie. Okay. I'm trading thousands and thousands and thousands of trades. Okay. I have never seen this at level 4. So here's a stock, MOXC. The stock started getting these bids. And if you look right here in the bottom on the right-hand side, there's like 2,000 shares, 100 shares, 5. But then there was this guy out there with 674,000 shares. And you could see he kept he canceled, he bid it up, he bid it up, he bid it up, he kept bidding this thing up all the way up. And you could see it even right here. He ran the thing up. Now listen, it's 940. We're at 950. In less than 20 minutes, he ran the stock up almost $2, okay? And that was the same guy. It actually went to 800,000. And when I was talking to Josh, actually, I think it was more than one guy. I think because I saw it changed to like 200,000. You see how it breaks right here? Apparently, it was made up with a couple of orders. So somebody must have had like 400,000. The guy had like 300,000. So it was like almost 800,000. If you want to watch it with the outcome of that whole thing, you got to watch the video, okay? So that's what you get working and being a student at Cyber Trade University. You want to know how to follow the money? Because on that one little stock right there, 1,000 shares, stock moves $1 in 20 minutes to $1,000, $250,000 salary. Who doesn't want that job, okay? But it was just great to follow something like that. Anyway, that's what you missed yesterday. It's recorded. By the way, if you want to watch it on YouTube, Facebook Live, just talk to our education advisors. If you're a trial member in the room, talk to the education advisor. And if you're a student, you damn well better watch that video because that was one of the better ones that we've seen in a long time. And you know what? You always learn something new here at Cyber Trade University. So let's talk about some other stocks because there are a couple of stocks that did move before we go through the watch list. We did have this stock, DYAI. Okay, so that stock also had a really, really nice move right out of the gate. This was one of our better winners of the morning. This thing just ran from like 390, did a shake right here, made another pop up until about 10:15. Stock ran to about 550. That was a nice stock that we traded yesterday. TAL stock, you could see it's got a nice push. And you know what? This is how you learn. You want to be a good swing trader. You want to be a good short-term swing trader or even an investor, you have to learn how to day trade first. And we would see in the consistency of TAL, not just in yesterday, but you see it had this big pop the day before. It ran from like $4 up to about $6, came back down, and now it's starting to break up. It broke through this major resistance levels here, which is quite interesting. But please keep in mind, this stock is not an easy stock to day trade. They do nasty shakes in it. And you know that being a student at Cyber Trade University, you got to know the shakes. EDU is the other one. And by the way, all these stocks going back on the watch list. EDU, GOTU, all these old university stocks, education stocks, and the China stocks. So this one also moving. Remember, these things got hammered. If you're watching us for the first time, okay, I'll just show you really quick. This stock, forget about this one. This was like a baby. But EDU was in the $200 range, $80 range. Stocks dropped down to $2. TAL, the stock was $90 back in February, dropped as low as $4. I mean, I'm telling you, they could really know how to crush a stock. So another thing, be careful, because some people they discriminate against inexpensive stocks. Like, I can't trade it. Like, what are you, prejudiced? What's wrong? Does it really matter? Are you here to make money, or are you trading because, I don't trade on the stocks under $5? Well, what does that mean? Okay. What does that mean? Because you mean it doesn't move? You can it's less risk, more reward. Remember, your goal is to make money. That's what it comes down to it. Would I trade an expensive stock? Absolutely. Would I rather trade a less expensive stock? 1,000 times over. Why? Because less risk, more reward. That's what it comes down to it. Another stock, we had a little runner up on this stock right here, APT. That one had a nice little move here. You can see it right here. Beautiful run right here from, it was in the middle of the day stock though, unfortunately, but it ran from 10 all the way to about 11:30. One thing I do like about this stock though, on a swing trade perspective, it's got a beautiful Fausto flag right here, guys. So the only issue, it's got to break through that 10. Okay. So you can see going all the way back till March, got some major resistance levels there. But once again, you want to be a good swing trader, you damn well better learn how to day trade first. All right, so let's go through the watch list and see what's moving on this morning, because we got a couple of good stocks moving up that are moving this found this morning that's moving. We got this GRVI. So everybody get your pen and paper ready and start writing this stuff down. GRVA, nice little push, okay? The only issue is it's a new company. It was a new IPO. It started finding a bottom around $4. It's starting to go up. I don't like the trend on what it did as it came down a little bit. I was hopping over here on level 4. Not really that impressed. You had this big iceberg order sitting here. He just pulled his order around 6. So, I'm not really seeing it. By the way, it's just keep in mind, it's not, and this is what you learn, it is not as pretty, as what I showed you here. Okay. This is what we're looking for. Okay. So, but I'm not getting the ladder effect on that one. So, but I'm going to put it on the watch list, because once again, these things always pop up out of nowhere. INFI, another one that's moving, took a little bit of a beating, was a $6 stock, took a little bit of a hit. It's up a little bit today, this morning. It's up about 42%. You got about a 69,000 share buyer that just showed up at 210. If I bring this back over here, 210's right around there. Kind of makes sense, because that was resistance levels. Now it's a support. So that one's not bad. We're going to put that on the watch list. I'm seeing that on level 3 and level 4. We got remember BTBT? Don't forget about BTBT. We did well with the stock 2 days ago. This is the stock that actually had a really nice push. We traded the stock in one day. And by the way, go back on that day on the recordings for some of you that are not a member or watching us on YouTube, or maybe you're watching our Twitter feed. Go and subscribe to our channel right now. Like us, friend us, and then you'll get access to these videos and watch the day 3 days ago. The stock went from $5 to $9. It was a fun stock. A lot of us made some money on it. It's up about $1.90 right now. Got a nice little push. I didn't get the level 4 up there. I don't know why. I will never trade a stock without following the money. That's another tip of the day. Don't ever buy anything until you see where the other big block orders out there. Why would you want to buy something when you're going to be dealing with someone that's trading 20, 100, 1,000 times more shares than you are? Follow the orders. That's what it is. So this one's going back on our watch list. I'm just still loading up there. You got a big order out there. Yeah, you know what? You got some big orders that are popping up right now here. They just showed up, and that's why it's backing off at 816. You got a 55,000, and you got another 33,000. Not really a big buyer here, as in right around here around 750. But you got some big blocks kind of pushing it down. But listen, that guy gets done. You know what that means. What else we got? We got the BVXV trade. That one also did a really nice move yesterday. Another stock that got really hammered back in October, went down to 40, never really came back. What do I always tell you? Pharmaceutical stocks don't come back, but who knows? Maybe that drug came out a little bit better now. I don't know. But I'm just looking at what the trend is, and the trend is your friend. You don't want to buck that trend. Stock got a nice push right there. We'll keep an eye on that one. We also got, we already know about the education stocks. We got TAL, we got GOTU, we got EDU. So that one. And here's one stock that's getting crushed. Another one. Biggest loser of the day. HMLP. Down 61%, $18 stock. You know, it's so sad. People worked all year to make all that money and had such a nice run. They lose it all in one night. This is what they're calling the rules. You don't hold positions overnight. Just got to afford to lose it all tomorrow. I know it's a very uncomfortable feeling, but got to be careful of these stocks like this. Holding Leg Partners. Oh, it's not an IPO. It's not I don't think it's a pharmaceutical stock. So that one doesn't look bad. So we got those stocks we're going to keep an eye on. Today's Wednesday. Listen, the month is going to end, okay? And what that means that a lot of people are not going to get too crazy regarding about going into the close. Now, we all know about the news that came out yesterday. I know a lot of you probably going to ask me, hey, what do you think of Apple? You know, they had earnings. They blew them out of the water. Buy on rumor, sell on news. I told you this story before being a student. Companies go out of business every 3 months, okay? What does actually that mean? They have to beat earnings. If you know anything about how stocks and why companies are public and what they have to do to be public and how they consistently become successful or fail, it's all about earnings. It's not about book value. It's not about PE ratio. Okay, you can do all this. It's all about earnings. And I think their projection. I think they talked about their earnings that they're worried about the chip shortage. Okay, so and then I read another article, you know, about inflation that you know there's going to be a shortage of which we all know there's a shortage of inflation. So instead of the way they don't raise the prices, they make things smaller. Okay, so think about it. You buy a pound of coffee. A pound of coffee is what, 16 ounces. Next thing you know, it's going to be 12 ounces. So they don't make you feel the inflation that they have to raise the prices. Who knows? We all know about plywood, right? 2x4s, right? Were they 8 feet long? So that $10, maybe they'll make them 6 feet long, and they'll still keep the price down. So I don't know if they go that crazy because construction's not built that way. But food is going to be doing something. Clothes, you know, that's a way of them not raising the prices, but you don't see it. So if you're a smart and consumer, I think you better. It's pretty alarming. And just remember one thing. I remember they did this a long time ago, back in the 70s and 80s. And some of us older know that. Once they do that, they don't come back. Okay, they don't come back. It could take 10 years before they says, you know what, price is coming down. So be very careful. So these companies, the earnings like Apple and all these big companies, don't be surprised if these saying like, I don't understand, inflation's going up. Why are they not really going down? Because people don't see it. They just make things smaller so you don't feel it and just give you less, but still charge you the same. So keep an eye on that. All right. But Apple is a little concerned about their chip shortage, which I don't know if you guys saw about it. You might think, what the hell is a chip shortage? You look it up. It's pretty concerning. Go try buy a car and you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyway, what does this mean all for us? Catastrophes make opportunities. So let's go out there and enjoy it. One last stock. Franny just brought one stock up real quick. I want to look it up really quick. The CHNR. No, garbage. It's Franny. Not really good stock at all. Stick what we're looking at. As of right now, I don't see anything else that popped up there. I know I saw this stock. We know that every one of the biggest gainers here, but some of them are garbage. You know, they're not really moving that well. Like I found this one, the NEOV, but she's kind of flat. You know, it was one of our big winners that ran from, you know, for some of you, for 70 cents to $4. But you know what? These all short squeezes. I didn't see anything else out there. So anyway, let's go out there. Let's make some money. We'll see you back here at 2:30. For some of you that are Metastock fans, I will be on Metastock today at 12 o'clock. We did send out an email. Please feel free to register for it. It's a big event. Got some great speakers going to be there. I enjoy doing these events. So if you're watching YouTube, it will be recorded. but it's always better to be registered and be there because you can ask your questions. And cyber group members and trial members, we'll see you all there also in the middle of the day. By the way, it's a great excuse to get away from trading. It's not a full-time job. So good luck today. Happy trading. We'll start commentating in 15 minutes. So just be safe. All right, everyone. See you soon.